This is the next in the Patriot Minute series. I'm Grandpa Rick. The title of this is The Lord Loves the Hard Worker. There's a quote that was stated by a great minister of the gospel a few years ago as he spoke to some young men. And he stated to them, yes, indeed, the Lord does love the hard worker. Experience in my life, as I've looked at it and reflected on this, I think tells me that this is a true statement. One of the top 2 or 3 qualities that determine the success and prosperity of a nation is its gross domestic product, or gross national product. You measure it some different ways. But nations that produce little sink into poverty. Of course, I'm generalizing here, which is usually not a good idea, but I think in this case I'm going to go with it. The state of Texas has an annual gross domestic product of $2.4 trillion. That smokes, absolutely smokes, the entire country of Russia's production level, which is at 1.78 trillion. Yep, it's 2.4 compared to 1.78. And that's one state alone in the United States. Production matters. There's no way around it. If you want to improve your standard of living, produce more of what other people want, need, and require. And then, of course, spend less. It's one of the problems we have today is we don't understand that spending less part of this. If you want a strong national defense, produce a lot of valuable everything, essentially. In a free market, you are rewarded for your diligent and innovative production, and you are punished, and deservedly so, I believe, for your sloth. More so, on an individual level, this works. Quote, the harder I work, the luckier I am. And if you want life to go easier on you, go harder on yourself. Boy, that's true. In the service of God, hard work is priceless. As a missionary, hard, consistent, spiritually grounded work is foundational. God rewards sacrifice. I've always viewed my Heavenly Father as just that, my spirit's very real, personal Father, a being who knows me and he loves me anyway, which is also amazing. Like any father, he does not want me or any of us to waste our time in this life. That's why it's a sin to do so, I believe. And being hooked on or dependent upon the money from others or a place to live from others or bad habits that we have or drugs, alcohol, pornography, all of these things, I believe, to one degree or another, are evil. They rob us of our precious time, our independence, and also they rob us from doing the Lord's work. Because we know they are wrong, we end up also living a deceptive life of lies, which just makes things worse, of course. The Lord rewards the hard worker with blessings that may not be associated with that work. Wisdom, insight, and a peace of mind, knowing that you've helped another, all raises your own personal standard of living. You discover knowledge, even hidden treasures, blessing you in ways that you've never imagined. Yes, I believe the Lord loves the hard worker, and he rewards him or her accordingly. Quote from 1 Timothy, but if any provide not for his own, he hath denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel. It's 1 Timothy 5 and 8. I believe this is a true principle. I appreciate your time. I'm Grandpa Rick.